Tonight with stories about the crash of an unknown object and the alleged sighting of strange creatures in the backyard of a Northwest Valley home.
The incident has a lot in common with other bizarre cases from around the world.
An oversight committee in Congress is in the process of scheduling a hearing on those claims.
They're like 9 foot, 10 foot tall. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes.
The property owner keeps that because he's got a lot of expensive equipment there. What we were told is that at the moment this thing comes down and crashed, this camera went out, and it was out for a couple of minutes. When it came back on, the object was gone, but the circle was there.
From space to capes, people have documented sightings, encounters, and discoveries that hint towards nothing but alien presence. Now, when I say some of these stories do make really convincing arguments, you've got to believe me. Let's take a look at them.
Una persona, un anciano.
¡Mamá! ¡Míralo! ¡Ha crecido!
During a family trip to Peru, things took a scary turn when they stumbled upon something totally unexpected. They spotted two enormous humanoid figures standing atop a mountain. But these weren't your regular folks. They were towering, dark figures, casting long shadows. The comparison between regular humans and these giants was striking. Even from far away, you could clearly see the huge height gap between them.
Hola. Hola.
Many folks started speculating that these could be visitors from outer space. However, because the video quality wasn't great, it was hard to say for sure. What do you think? Cryptic encounter. In 2011, a group of explorers delved into a shadowy cave in Colombia, unaware that they were on the verge of discovering something remarkable. Armed with a flashlight, they noticed an unusual object lying motionless on the cave floor. With caution, one of the explorers edged closer, illuminating the strange figure with his light. Initially, the creature was only partially visible due to the dim lighting. Suddenly, clarity emerged as the creature sprang up, appearing ready to leap. However, it did not attack. It seemed merely intent on frightening away the unexpected visitors. The video footage of this encounter quickly garnered widespread attention online. Viewers speculated about the nature of the mysterious creature. Some theorized it was an extraterrestrial being residing in the cave, while others believed the video might be a clever piece of CGI. Despite the numerous theories, the truth remained a mystery, leaving audiences fascinated by the cryptic cave inhabitant. Creeper on all fours. Back in 2008, a bunch of buddies decided to check out this old rundown shack. They heard some weird noises, so they whipped out their camera to capture whatever was going on. But the moment they cracked open the door, this ghostly pale thing let out a blood-curdling scream and started charging at them on all fours, looking all aggressive and spooky. Just imagine being in that dark, creepy place and having this creature come at you like that. So, naturally, the friends bolted, getting the heck out of there. But, you know, curiosity and all that jazz, they just had to go back. Round 2, and the creature's still there, warning them with those freaky cries. They thought they could sneak away by turning off their flashlight, but nope. The thing pops up right above them. Luckily, they managed to get out of there in one piece again. It seemed like the creature was staking its claim, but hey, at least it didn't actually hurt them. After that close call, they decided not to push their luck with that whole third time's the charm idea, and never set foot in that shack again. Chasing alien. An explorer's peaceful trip to the woods took an unexpected turn when an intruder suddenly emerged from the trees and started chasing him. Caught off guard, the explorer began to run. While there wasn't a clear view of the creature pursuing him, it was evident that it was far from human. But here's the burning question. Why was that thing chasing the guy in the first place? Fortunately, he managed to outpace the entity and save the day. interdimensional UFO. During a hiking trip, things got interesting when the guy spotted something peculiar in the sky. It wasn't a bird or a plane. It looked like a saucer, similar to those alien spaceship saucers. The object glided through the sky without a care, seemingly unfazed by being recorded. It gradually ascended upwards, then suddenly vanished in the blink of an eye. Imagine witnessing something like that out in the middle of nowhere. Some netizens speculated that the UFO might have been computer-generated. But with all the sightings and encounters out there, who knows what's really possible? Peking alien? It's fascinating how all these mysterious alien figures spotted always bear a striking resemblance to each other and to the aliens we've seen before. Here's yet another one, captured emerging from behind a door. Do these beings truly enter our homes, or is it all just a fabricated tale meant to frighten people? Regardless of the reason, the mere thought is chilling beyond belief. The odd thing. Back in 2015, a guy in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, heard strange noises all around his house. As he cautiously explored the outdoor area, a series of loud bangs echoed around him. When he panned his camera, he caught a clear glimpse of a mysterious figure crawling on his roof. What on earth was that? The mere presence of the figure sent chills down the owner's spine. He stood frozen, too shocked to even move. And just like that, the humanoid crawler vanished. Though the encounter was brief, it left viewers on edge, contemplating their own reactions if faced with such an unsettling presence. So, what would you have done in this situation? Late night scare. While driving past a field one night, a man encountered something truly unsettling. The headlights of his car illuminated the bushes ahead, revealing a strange, tall figure standing eerily still in the distance. Despite the poor lighting, it was clear that the figure had a pallid complexion and bore no resemblance to a human being. As the man drove by, he watched in astonishment as the figure seemed to melt back into the background, disappearing from view. The sighting sent shockwaves through the community, with some speculating that it could be a skinwalker, while others, fascinated by space, pondered if it might be an interdimensional visitor. Goblin or alien? An indoor camera caught something that seemed out of this world. Amidst the chaos of their kitchen, a tiny creature darted across the floor in a blur and vanished under a nearby dresser. The mother was startled by the sight and hurried outside, only to find the little creature had vanished without a trace. At first, she thought it might be a common mouse, but upon closer inspection, she realized it was moving on two legs. Observers speculated it could be either a goblin or a tiny alien attempting to befriend her son. As she recalled her son's solo conversations in his room, she couldn't help but wonder if there's more to this curious encounter than meets the eye. Midnight scare. Just a few months ago, a man set out on a journey through dense foliage, unaware of the inexplicable encounter awaiting him. His exploration was abruptly halted by an eerie sound echoing from a distance, catching his attention. With camera in hand, he spotted a ghostly pale face cautiously peeking from behind a towering tree trunk, only to vanish moments later. Initially, it appeared like a man hiding behind the tree. But then, to the explorer's shock, the entity lunged forward, revealing its toothed mouth, ready to attack, all captured by the camera. While it might seem like a man hiding behind the tree at first glance, the man insists that he encountered a truly otherworldly creature. Uninvited guest. Just when you thought alien stories couldn't get any scarier, along comes this one. Imagine an alien-like cryptid sneaking into your house and being caught on camera running around. What on earth or beyond is that? The clip sent shockwaves through the internet community, with many expressing concerns about the potential dangers of such encounters. However, skeptics quickly emerged, dismissing the footage as a hoax. After all, it's hard to fathom these entities simply strolling into our homes like that. Secretive entity. A man from the U.S. claimed that his house was haunted by aliens, and he had multiple encounters with them. He shared a video he recorded in his house where he spotted an unusual figure standing just outside his door. When he looked closer, the entity resembled one of those stereotypical aliens. After a tense stare-off, the entity vanished. While some people dismissed the sighting as possibly someone in a costume, space and alien enthusiasts were inclined to believe the clip. Aquatic alien. In Peru, during a live broadcast covering the aftermath of a natural disaster in a nearby town, something unsettling was caught on camera amidst the chaos. While the reporter was showcasing the scene, a chilling figure emerged from the floodwaters in the background. The entity appeared pale and spectral, with long, slender arms moving eerily behind the reporter, who remained unaware. This incident triggered speculation among both locals and viewers, with theories ranging from the ghosts of victims to encounters with beings from beyond our world. It was one of those sightings that occur when you least expect it, leaving everyone shaken by the eerie presence captured on film. Saucer cloud. In August 2018, the streets of Moscow were treated to a peculiar sight in the sky. A saucer-shaped cloud drifted low over Andropov Avenue, prompting the cameraman to wonder if there were creatures from another planet inside that saucer. Some locals were convinced that this was just the beginning of something extraordinary. However, science offered a simpler explanation. The cloud likely belonged to the fluffy family of cumulus clouds, known for their whimsical shapes. So, while the idea of extraterrestrial visitors might be thrilling, it appears that this time nature's handiwork took center stage. Tiny humanoid. During a home renovation project in Lahore, Pakistan, a team of workers made a startling discovery. They stumbled upon a tiny humanoid creature while excavating. Unfortunately, the creature ended up in the hands of neighborhood children, with tragic results. The children played with the creature, eventually stoning and burning it, leaving behind only its carcass. Locals estimated the creature to be around 4 inches in size and speculated it could be an extraterrestrial visitor. However, experts were never able to analyze it, as the neighborhood buried it immediately after the incident. Otherworldly glimpse. One night, a man sensed something odd in his backyard. When he and his daughter went to investigate, they were startled to find a strange, human-like figure lurking behind a tree. The sight terrified the man, and he fled without daring to look back. Was it truly an alien? Or was someone playing a prank on him? If it was real, why would these beings be interested in our planet? The incident left him with countless questions and no answers in sight. Grim Reaper. This guy was at his house when he noticed something very bizarre in his security camera and nearly jumped out of his skin. A dark figure was lurking on the dark road near his house. But what spooked him the most was when a car passed right through the figure. The vehicles also seemed to be unaware of its presence. The man couldn't believe his eyes. He thought he'd just seen the Grim Reaper itself. So to make sense of what he just saw, he went out to see the mysterious being. But as soon as he went out, the entity disappeared. Just like that. The camera captured the entire commotion. Was it a supernatural being or just a very bizarre glitch in the Matrix? Portal in the sky. Now, let's check out this clip from South Korea, where a strange phenomenon appeared in the sky, leaving residents feeling spooked. 2 large circles emerged, resembling open portals to another dimension. But it wasn't just the circles that seemed out of place. Several shiny orbs were seen moving within them. Initially, some thought it might be contrails from an airplane's exhaust, but the presence of strange circling lights dismissed those claims. As the video caught the attention of netizens, numerous theories emerged. Some speculated about aliens' involvement, while others thought it might be a secretive military experiment. Interestingly, another similar incident was captured back in 2018, showing only 1 circle with lights moving within it. Visitor walk. If you've ever thought what an alien landing on Earth might look like, here this video is your answer. It captures an alien strolling on our planet, making its way back to its saucer-shaped spacecraft. It seems the visitor opted to pay us a visit but wasn't quite ready to depart. While the clip may appear dated, and many have speculated it to be a hoax, it was never confirmed whether the camera indeed captured a real alien or not. Hovering object? In this striking footage, something really strange was captured. An object seemed to hang in the sky, defying gravity in a way that made no sense at all. The clear sky gave a perfect view of the dark figure's odd floating act. As the video spread, people online couldn't help but let their imaginations run wild. Theories ranged from alien visitors to real-life superheroes. It was a mystery that got everyone buzzing and talking. Alien mummies. In October 2023, a strange discovery was made at the Lima airport office. Two figures resembling mummified bodies dressed in traditional Andean clothing were found inside a cardboard box. Dubbed as alien mummies, these figurines quickly gained attention on the internet, sparking curiosity among netizens who urged experts to verify their authenticity. An investigation later unveiled the surprising truth. These were not extraterrestrial beings, but rather dolls crafted from animal bones and modern synthetic glue. The origin and purpose of these peculiar dolls remain unknown. However, one thing became clear. People have a fascination with the idea of aliens, as evidenced by the buzz surrounding this discovery. Fiery sky. You wouldn't expect fire to just pop up out of thin air, right? Well, something pretty bizarre went down here. A guy was just chilling under the peaceful sky when his camera caught sight of this strange phenomenon. Out of nowhere, this red, flame-like thing materialized in the sky. It was like a mini volcanic eruption right up there in the heavens. And then, poof, it vanished into thin air, leaving no trace behind. It's the kind of thing you'd never believe if it hadn't been caught on camera. Nobody had a clue what it was, so everyone started throwing out their theories. Some people speculated it might be some newfangled weapon in testing, but there hasn't been a peep from any official sources. Others went full-on sci-fi and suggested it could be visitors from outer space, checking us out and accidentally revealing their mind-blowing tech. Just the idea of some unknown beings out there watching us gives me the heebie-jeebies. Blue visitor. In the village of Pachacamac in Peru, Anthony Choi, an experienced UFO investigator, was out with his team on one of their usual hunts for strange sightings. As Choi's camera rolled, they captured something truly surreal. A glowing blue figure walking right down the middle of the road. It stopped right in the path of an oncoming truck, its luminous form shimmering in the darkness. Then, out of nowhere, the unbelievable happened. Another truck approached and went right through the figure. And just like that, a few seconds later, it vanished into thin air, leaving the team completely stunned by what they had just witnessed. Some skeptics suggested it could have been just a person wearing fluorescent clothing, but the fact that a truck passed right through it debunked that theory. The true identity of the figure remains a mystery to this day. But for Choi and his team, this experience was just the beginning of their journey into the unknown. UFO summoned. Tired of those typical UFO sightings resembling flying saucers? Well, get ready for a wild ride because the latest one, recorded in Australia, is straight out of a sci-fi flick. Picture this: a dark sphere hanging in the sky, shooting out some seriously strange beams. And then, out of nowhere, another bright orb appears. And guess what? They merge together, and just like that, they vanish into thin air in the blink of an eye. Naturally, this got people buzzing. Some were convinced it was aliens prepping for an invasion, while others suspected the whole thing was cooked up with CGI. What's your take on this video? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. UFO swarm. Ever glanced up at the sky and wondered what else might be out there? Well, something like this might catch your eye.
Só que meu celular tá com pouca bateria.
So, there's this guy exploring in the state of Parana, Brazil, right? And suddenly, he notices a bunch of lights all lined up in the sky. At first, he doesn't think much of it, but then he realizes they're just hanging there, not moving an inch. Talk about spooky, huh? Especially since there's a history of UFO sightings in that area. Makes you wonder if there's something unexpected flying around up there, doesn't it? Aerial display. On a dark night in Melbourne, something completely unexpected unfolded. The ground began to tremble beneath their feet, and the sky above showcased a peculiar array of lights, resembling something straight out of a UFO sighting. This left the residents feeling as though the apocalypse had arrived. Soon, social media platforms were flooded with photos and videos, as everyone speculated that aliens had descended upon the city. However, the truth turned out to be quite different. Melbourne authorities clarified that the strange display of lights was, in fact, space junk re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. It served as a stark reminder of just how far our discarded debris can travel in the vastness of space. Tadpole UFO. A few years ago, residents of Minqin County, China, were treated to a truly astonishing sight. In the sky above, a massive object resembling a tadpole was observed moving steadily through the air. Its peculiar shape immediately piqued the curiosity of onlookers, leaving them puzzled and wondering about the origins of this extraordinary phenomenon. Was it perhaps a visit from the unknown in a new type of vehicle? Or simply an unusual atmospheric occurrence? The question lingered, unanswered, as the mystery of the giant object in the sky remained unsettled. Alien ambulance. A clip posted online from Rio Negro, Argentina, quickly became a social media sensation. It depicted a public incident with a crowd gathered around an ambulance. However, what caught everyone's attention was a figure standing next to the ambulance that left people bewildered. Its appearance resembled that of the famous gray aliens. Speculation ran rampant, with many believing that the alien was being transported to be handed over to the government. However, the clip left behind a multitude of unanswered questions. It's a known fact that authorities often attempt to conceal news like this from the public to prevent mass hysteria. Blue glow. In Queens, New York, residents were taken aback by a strange and eerie sight. A neon blue glow suddenly appeared, gradually taking over the sky, resembling the beginning of an apocalyptic destruction. People couldn't help but interpret the event in their own ways. Some were gripped by fear, believing it to be an otherworldly invasion, while others thought they were under attack.
Then I said to my husband, we are being attacked. This is a terrorist attack.
Amidst the confusion, residents sought answers and reassurance. Authorities swiftly stepped in, explaining that the blue glow was caused by explosions at a nearby Con Edison power plant. Thankfully, no one was harmed, but the illuminated sky certainly gave everyone quite a scare. Forest being. While out for a walk in the forest, this guy stumbled upon something strange. A dark figure lurked behind a tree, resembling a small, faceless being made of cloth. But its movements, darting out from behind the tree and then retreating, hinted at something living. With countless undiscovered species coexisting alongside us, one couldn't help but wonder if this creature was simply one of them. Or perhaps it was something more unsettling, a cryptid, or even a being from outer space. Photobombing creature. During a live interview in South America, viewers got more than they bargained for when the camera caught more than just the interviewee. In the background, there was a humanoid figure that looked like an extraterrestrial creature, casually strolling with its long arms swinging. After closer examination of enhanced footage, the peculiar being garnered intense speculation about where it came from and what it was up to. Despite heated debates online about whether it was CGI or a real encounter, the mystery surrounding this rare sighting remained unsolved. Miniature green entity. During a beach trip in Australia, one of the beachgoers stumbled upon something unusual. There, lying upside down on the sand, was a strange-looking tiny figure with a peculiar green hue. Perplexed by the discovery, the person decided to record a clip and share it with others. Speculation ran wild among viewers, with some suggesting it might be a juvenile extraterrestrial visitor. Others, however, dismissed it as simply a toy left behind by a child on the beach. What do you think? Outer space entity. In February 2022, something strange unfolded in Xicalepando, near Mexico City. CCTV footage captured an empty lot where 3 stray dogs reacted to a floating object. Initially, the object isn't visible, but upon closer inspection, it appears as a shapeless blob drifting through the air. Take a look at the clip through the infrared filter. The footage sparked a flurry of speculation. At first, some believed it was a CGI trick, but those claims were debunked when the dogs were seen reacting to the object. While some suggested it might be a drone or a deflated balloon, I'll throw in my wild guess too. I think it's an alien spacecraft or an extraterrestrial surveillance device. like aliens keeping an eye on us. Let me know your wild guesses in the comments too. Electric alien. In a video from Belarus, a lightning ball was seen darting around the train tracks, leaving sparks and attracting wires. As soon as the video hit the internet, it sparked widespread discussion due to its strange appearance. Some even speculated it might be an electro-alien or something similar. However, experts offered a somewhat vague explanation. They mentioned that similar phenomena had been observed as far back as the 19th century. During that time, people associated it with something eerie, like the work of the devil, because of its sulfur-like smell. Despite this, the true origin of the lightning ball remained elusive, leaving the mystery unsolved. Glasgow Glower. In Glasgow, Scotland, an intriguing mystery captured the interest of both a student and a local woman. The student managed to snap a photo of an unusual glow illuminating the night sky, while the woman reported sighting a static humanoid figure darting through the daytime sky. Remarkably, both occurrences took place in the same location around the same time, leading to speculation about a potential connection between them.
It's literally a UFO because...
Though neither individual could definitively identify what they had witnessed, they were certain it was something extraordinary, perhaps indicative of a real-life UFO enigma. Alien Day Out. Standing out amidst the bustling New York market and public transport was an unusually pale boy. He drew the attention of locals with his entirely black eyes, large bald head, and lack of ears, giving the impression he had descended from another world. What caught people's eyes the most was his shirt, emblazoned with the message, "Love your mother," accompanied by a logo of the Earth. Was it just a coincidence? Or was he intentionally conveying a message about saving the environment? The questions persist. Was he an alien? Or was it all just a well-orchestrated prank? Apocalyptic Orb. It might sound like a scene straight out of a horror movie, but it actually unfolded in Miami. A massive glowing orb resembling the sun burst through the clouds, casting an eerie glow and sparking fears of an impending apocalypse. Like a fiery ball suspended in the night sky, it left residents in the area shaken and on edge. Who wouldn't be? Just imagine witnessing such a sight right outside your own home. Speculation ran rampant as people attempted to make sense of what they were seeing. Some speculated it could be extraterrestrial visitors, while others suggested it might be a NASA rocket launch. However, no official confirmation or denial was provided, leaving everyone in the dark about the true nature of the phenomenon. Fortunately, it turned out to be nothing more than a frightening but ultimately harmless event. UFO landing. If you're still on the fence about the existence of extraterrestrial beings, take a look at this footage capturing an unusual object lingering in the sky. But before you brush it off as a hoax, let me fill you in on the details. The Pentagon recently declassified a video featuring a UFO observed above the Middle East. The recording showed a mysterious spherical orb-like object darting through the airspace above an active military base. The head of AARO presented the footage and stated that the military had no rational explanation for the swift-moving orb. This clip sparked speculations, prompting both experts and the general public to ponder the occurrence. As discussions about the unidentified flying object circulated, it raised significant questions about the potential existence of life beyond our planet. Blue UFO. It's becoming increasingly difficult to overlook the numerous sightings of unidentified flying objects across the globe. Take a look at this clip captured by a guy where two peculiar objects were observed in the clear blue sky. One of them remained oddly stationary, while the other exhibited movement, both emitting a striking blue glow that seemed to blend with the sky. The individual recording the clip was convinced it was a UFO, as the sight was unlike anything they had ever witnessed before. However, internet users speculated that it could potentially be a product of new government technology. What do you think these flying objects could be? The mystery continues to intrigue us all. These images were captured on April 30th, 2023, when an alleged alien aircraft supposedly landed in the backyard of a Las Vegas house. The strange incident sent shockwaves through the neighborhood. A massive, bright green fireball-like object flashed and crashed into the backyard of the house. Unfortunately, the malfunctioning surveillance camera left no footage of the crash. Suspicious, right? The residents of the house claimed to have seen non-human entities, towering beings with huge, shiny eyes and long legs. They described them as 100-foot-tall aliens. While many viewers were skeptical of the family's claims, the incident garnered global attention.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Despite several investigations in the area, it's still unconfirmed whether it was a genuine UFO crash or just a hoax. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.